Welcome to a brand new episode of Go NWA. I'm your new host, Riley Birdwell, and this episode is sponsored by Rainwater Holton Sexton. Today we will race to the finish line with some of our most talented current and former Razorback track and field athletes who qualified for the 2021 Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon, each one determined to make it to the games in Tokyo. Our next stop takes us to Charleston Middle School, where philosophical farmer Clyde Fenton talks with students about growing strawberries and how they can take those strawberries from farm to table.
I'm originally from Wichita Falls, Texas. I come from a really big, supportive family, and while at the university I had a lot of success, especially my senior year. I won multiple SEC championships, a national championship, and I think from there I always knew it was a dream to go to the Olympics, to compete at the Olympic trials. I competed at my first Olympic trials my sophomore year as a Razorback, but after, the big success that I had indoors my senior year, I had a lot of injuries, and I essentially was out of the sport for about 2 years. I contemplated quitting, not competing anymore, but I had a really strong support system. Coach Johnson was always in my corner, my family, my friends, and they knew that this was a goal that I've always wanted to obtain, and so I made the decision to just, let's give it one more go round. COVID hit, and unfortunately, that put everybody in a different position than we were used to, but I was healthy for the first time in about 2.5 years, so I competed during the COVID year. I've had a healthy 2021 season, and I'm in the best shape of my life, and I think having that COVID year really helped me because it gave me more time to recover from those injuries and to really grow into myself as an athlete.
I have always loved to run. As a little girl at recess or after school with my brother, I would race his friends and I would beat his friends, and they would call me Road Runner. And my whole family loves sports, and my grandparents love track and field, and my mom was a sprinter as well, and a 400 meter runner and a hurdler. And her relay team got 4th in state in California, and so her love for running sparked my interest. And ever since I started it in middle school, I've just fell in love with the team atmosphere and surrounding myself with such great people and my best friends, and I can't imagine not running.
I guess kind of a go big or go home mindset, you fully immerse yourself in what you're doing, and for me that includes doing all the little things and taking the little steps to reach your big goals. And so I think that's something that will help me later on in life with whatever I want to do, is knowing that if I have a big goal, or even I guess it's not even big, just a goal in general, realizing there's so many little steps that you have to take in order to achieve it, in order to keep it going, and I really enjoy doing just the little work, because I know it gives me something small to focus on and not get fully overwhelmed by it, the task at hand.
You have to, there's so many different aspects of training. It's not just event oriented, it's not just learning each event, it's also being able to sprint, be able to jump, be able to run distance. It's just a combination of every event, so it's very taxing on the body within training, and with that comes injury. So I think one of the biggest things for me has probably been injury, and really learning my body, knowing when I need to do a hard workout, when I need to say, hey, today's not the day. So it's just been learning my body and pushing through injuries and working past injury. So it was 2 days of competition. It's always the same, 5 events day 1, 5 events day 2. You have 30 minutes in between each event, and it goes 100 meter dash to long jump to shot put to high jump to 400 meter dash. That's day 1. Day 2 starts with 110 hurdles to discus to pole vault to javelin to 1500, and that's it.
I guess it kind of all started in high school. I fell in love with running junior year and just wanted to do nothing but run 60 miles a week just with my friends, with my teammates. I was loving it. Did end with a navicular stress fracture. Didn't get the surgery in high school because it was my first ever. I didn't know what to do. but kind of came back from that. It was still lingering when I came here freshman year. It ended up, I guess, refracturing. So I got the surgery. They were so helpful with my rehab and getting back, but that took me about all of freshman year. So that was a big freshman year experience, but I think it taught me kind of who I was here and my goals here, because it was not fun to be sidelined. Last year I just decided to just reset everything, and COVID really helped me for that personally, I guess. That little break, I just needed to reset and get my head screwed on straight, get my body together, and then hit the track this year. And so far that's paid off. But I did just have a little thing at the end of indoors, but I think I just needed to be taught some gratefulness. So now I'm just happy to be here right now. And I think that helped my mindset going into regionals, because at that point you're like 50-50 shot of making it.
I've been running since 7 years old. So I think it was just like, we have like sports day at school and stuff, and I guess I was like fast. So I didn't get recruited to like train with a club until like high school. So I've just been running up and down. My mom said I would just run everywhere. Like she would send me somewhere and I would just be running. I would run everywhere. Yeah, my family is one of the biggest motivations in why I do this. They're always backing me, even when I have down days, when I just want to don't want to do anything, and I just have, because everybody have the days where they just like, you know what, I don't think this is gonna, work out. But they're always backing me and supporting me and motivating me and stuff. And I think that not being able to see them since more than a year now, it's just been heartbreaking, but they're keeping my spirits high, so I'm grateful.